A balloon returned from a high-altitude flight covered this year microscopic life forms that seemed to be of this world, and reignited the debate about whether life on Earth began actually here or elsewhere this year. Other scientists have argued that life originated on Mars, due to a mineral found in Martian meteorites, a concept that is crucial for the genesis of life. Another experiment showed that amino acids could have come up with comet impacts, suggesting life could be wide in the solar system. But a new book by American ecologist Dr. Ellis Silver, Humans Are Not From Earth, Humans Are Not From Earth, he argues that humans may well not be on Earth and may have arrived separately. Silver offers arguments based on human physiology, suggesting that we have not evolved along with other forms of life on Earth, but we have come from elsewhere, brought here by aliens tens of thousands of years ago. Just a few humans arrived from another planet. The extraterrestrials created mankind. It sounds far-fetched? Silver, an environmentalist, who is currently working for the effort to clean plastic waste in the Pacific, says his book aims to provoke debate, and is based on scientific work on the difference between humans and other animals. See also, that plastic island Earth approximately meets our needs as a species, but perhaps not as strongly as anyone that has brought us here initially thought, Silver said in an interview with Yahoo News. The lizards can sunbathe all the time they want, and many of them do. We can only get away with it for a week or two. But day after day in the sun? Forget it. It's the same as just lie on the highway and wait for the bus to hit you. We are dazzled by the sun, which is also rare, says Silver. Most animals are not. Silver says that some chronic diseases affecting the human race, such as back problems, could be a sign that we have evolved in a world with less serious. Silver points to other unique human traits, such as the fact that the heads of babies are so great that women have difficulty giving birth. In the past, this was often fatal for the mother, child, or both. No other truly native species on this planet has this problem, he says. Silver also points to the 223 extras in humans, which are not found in any other species, and lack of a fossil missing link genes. See also, there is an alien code in our genes. Silver decided not to publish it in a scientific mark. He wants to inspire an open debate. Critics have compared with other theoretical Silver observers of space, as Eric von Däniken, while others said, it is possible to drive a coach and horses through several of its arguments. Silver also states that the human race has flaws, that Marcus possibly is not of this world. We are all chronically sick, Silver says. In fact, if you can find one person who is 100% fit and healthy and not suffering from any perhaps hidden or undeclared condition or disorder, there is an extensive list in the book. Would be extremely surprised. I have been able to find anyone. I think many of our problems stem from the simple fact that our internal body clocks have evolved to wait a day for 25 hours. This has been shown by researchers. Sleep, but Earth day is only 24 hours. This is not a modern condition. The same factors can be traced all the way back through the history of mankind on Earth. Silver does not suggest an answer, but a possibility that the first pre-human, as Homo erectus, were crossed with other species. It also suggests several possible sources, including the closest star system to the Sun, Alpha Centauri. Humans arrived from another planet as this was our house? Dr. Ellis suggests that Neanderthals and Homo erectus crossed with another species, perhaps Alpha Centauri. Proxima Centauri. The star is located in the star system, which is the closest to our solar system at about 4.37 light-years away from the Sun. Humans arrived from another planet as the child called the stars was one of the first genetic experiments. Humanity is supposedly the most highly developed species on the planet, however, is surprisingly inadequate and poorly equipped for the environment of the Earth. Damaged by sunlight, a strong aversion to natural foods, ridiculously high rates of chronic diseases, and more. There is a prevailing feeling among many people that they do not belong to this place or that something is not right. This suggests that at least for me humanity may have evolved on a different planet, and may have been brought here as a highly developed species. One reason for this is discussed in the book, is that the Earth could be a prison planet, since it seems that we are a violent species naturally, and we are here to learn to behave. Humans Are Not From Earth was published primarily to assess the reaction of readers and provoke thought, especially among those who might not have considered that possibility before. Humans Arrived from Another Planet rock painting is in Italy, is said to represent the ancient astronauts visiting Earth. The claim that the bacteria came from space has also caused controversy, and revived the idea of panspermia, where life on Earth could have pollination to other nearby planets. Probably no truth in the report that are curious things in the atmosphere, said Chris McKay, an astrobiologist at NASA. The jump to the conclusion that it is extraterrestrial life is a big leap and require extraordinary evidence. Professor Wainwright and colleagues at the University of Sheffield aim to carry out more tests. In the absence of a mechanism by which large particles, however, can be transported to the stratosphere, can only conclude that biological entities were originated from space, said Wainwright. Our conclusion is, then, that life is continually coming to Earth from space. Life is not limited to this planet, and is almost certainly not originated here. The most radical idea of silver comes as controversy, with the intention to inspire arguments. The initial reaction has been positive, although a critic thought it was a parody, while others found very dictatorial style of writing, he admits. Humans arrived from another planet. The debate on the origin of life seems to be intensifying. The simulations on supercomputers at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in the United States, they found that amino acids, the building blocks of life, may have arrived on Earth via comets. This suggests that life could be found elsewhere in our solar system or beyond. Neil Goldman suggests that simple molecules found in comets such as water, ammonia and carbon dioxide could have provided the raw materials, and the impact with the early Earth could have on a prebiotic reaction. A series of experiments in which projectiles were fired in a comet with ice mixtures formed amino acids, the building blocks of life. These results confirm our earlier predictions of prebiotic synthesis of impact material, where the impact itself may produce compounds capable of life, Goldman said. These results represent an important step forward in our understanding of the origin of the building blocks of life. This increases the chances of the original life, and being spread throughout our solar system, Goldman said. However, Silver wants to raise the question of whether humans arrived separately. Recent scientific reports suggest that life itself might not be Earth, but could have come here on meteorites or comets. This primitive life form then evolved during million years, in what we find on Earth today. My thesis, says Silver, proposes that humanity evolved from that particular strain of life, but evolved elsewhere and was transported to Earth, as the fully evolved Homo sapiens between 60,000 and 200,000 years ago.